Hello again. Now, Africa is on the brink of profound transformation for its logistics, transport and supply chain industries. With its youthful workforce and increasing digital literacy, the continent is poised to leverage artificial intelligence and digitalization to revolutionize these industries. Well, to speak about how businesses can prepare for this future of AI and digitalization, I'm joined now by Elvin Harris, President of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. Elvin, good afternoon. Welcome to today, and thank you very much for your time. Some people say AI is already here, but what does the future look like, and how can this sector, particularly transport and logistics, benefit from it?
Good afternoon, Dan, and good afternoon to your viewers. Thank you for having us on the show. Yes, as you said, there's already been a journey over the past 5 to 10 years of AI creeping into all facets of society and business. In the transport industry, we already have AI-powered and enabled trucks, even trains, there's drones. So it's certainly, we're beginning to see the early movement taking up, even here in Africa, but it's obviously a lot more advanced in the United States, Canada, Western Europe, Asia even. And so we've got a lot of catching up to do, both as businesses across all the sectors of the economy, and then in particular transport as a sector that supports a lot of the other sectors to move the economy. And so the transport and logistics sector, the supply chain sector, have to keep pace with the growth in and development in AI technologies.
How far behind is Africa?
Well, look, Africa, as you know, it's not a homogeneous continent. 54 countries, various stages of development. And, some are closer to first world standards on some of its AI, like in the health sector and so on. And other countries are maybe, 15, 20 years back, even in some sectors. So I think
South
on
Africa,
average,
and closer home, how far back are we?
We're probably between 5 to 10 years behind. In some sectors. We have some leading companies, Mixed Telematics, the sponsor of our webinar on 30th November. They're one of the leading players in the world with big data and the Internet of Things and AI and rolling out AI. So we have got some leading competencies, but on average, we're probably 5 years at least behind, if not a bit more.
Now, your webinar on the 30th of November is going to be looking at the way forward. And you're going to be looking at insights into this AI and digitalization and its implications for the logistics and transport and supply chain on our continent. What would you see as the benefits and challenges currently of using AI and digitalization for us?
Yes, I think let me start with some of the immediate benefits then. Africa, we're well behind in so many aspects of development. We lack critical infrastructure, not even, in the technology space, water, roads, transport, ports and terminal, basic infrastructure, cross-border, all the hard infrastructure that enables transportation. And then telecommunications and energy. Telecommunications obviously supports AI technologies, especially for the transport sector with satellite-enabled technologies, GPS positioning, and smart technologies to read and scan trucks, containers, trains as they move through the chain. And so we really need to catch up. We've got the basic stuff in place, but we need a lot of financial investment and a rollout across the continent to enable the platform for the AI technologies to be put in place so that the sector can leverage it properly.
Is there understanding in some of the stakeholders around this? You just mentioned the issue of scanning trucks. When I drive through the border to Mozambique at Libombo border post, or when you drive up north to Zimbabwe at Beit Bridge, you see these queues and queues of trucks. And part of the work is still done manually, which just boggles the mind in 2023.
It's a totally sad situation, unfortunately, and we have, for instance, something like the SADC protocol on transport and communications that's been placed in for almost over 20 years now, which spoke a long time ago about countries across the region and the continent to harmonize their standards and enable the efficient movement of the flow of goods and people through these border posts. And unfortunately, it's a sad indictment that we sit here still not able to have basic information technology systems in place.
Yeah,
what we're hoping with the AI is
but
that
that's just one aspect. That's just one aspect. I mean, but what would you hope will come out of your webinar then as the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport to enable this, to assist the way forward, for example, for people at the borders, as an example, at the ports and everywhere, to embrace this along that supply chain?
Yes, I think we're getting better at secure information and secure networks that can be more trusted by public sector authorities, by private sector companies, by all players along the supply chain. There's tried and proven systems that's been rolled out across the world. We need to plug into that and basically use it. It's there, a container. It's the same container that is scanned in the port of Singapore that goes through quickly, and we are unable to have the same and the same trust that it goes through the system.
Yeah. Finally, Elvin, very brief. If somebody wants to take part in your webinar on the 30th of November, how can they do that?
They can go to the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport website. There should be a link up there. It's free to attend. We already have delegates from over 20 countries across the continent attending, of course, including South Africa. And we'd be very happy for anyone else to attend. It's free. We have a sponsor that already paid for the webinar, like I said, Nix Telematics. And it should be quite revealing to showcase leapfrogging technologies that our speakers will come and talk to the about.
Yeah, hopefully we'll touch base with you early December just to find out about the outcomes and the way forward and what will be produced here. Thank you very much for your time, Elvin Harris, President of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. They'll be having that webinar on the 30th of November. It's for free. Head up to their website if you want to participate. Very interesting discussion indeed about AI and digitalization in this world of logistics, transport and supply chain. And they've got lots of interest already from a number of African countries.